Okay, we're back again for a third time, which is another unexpected turn of events, but nevertheless, we are still here with the same peoples. So we're going to move into the top 5 now of the threats which have been compiled here. So let's go.
Okay, so we left off on what did we leave off on?
I think we were talking about the crocodile, and then we kind of got into the intimidate overconfidence thing and kind of sidetracked quite a lot,
Oh,
so
went off on a weird tangent there.
yeah.
So I'm thinking the eel thing up next, just
Hmm.
because levitate and electric type seems awesome. You
Definitely.
know? Yeah, I think it's like called Shibuburudon or something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Essentially no weaknesses, which is pretty nice.
So it's like Spirit Tomb in a sense.
So how
yeah. It's like
bulk
a
is
more
it?
offensive. It's got 85 HP with both defenses at 80, so that's good. But its speed kind of sucks. It's 50, which is pretty slow for electric type.
Yeah, that is,
Yeah.
and it means
I
it
mean,
can't make use of the electric gyro ball unless it's facing something else, which is even slower. But what's its move pool like? Is it broad
gets a
enough?
lot of cool electric attacks. It's got Thunder Wave, which is nice. Thunderbolt, and obviously,
Hmm.
gets Wild Bolt, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
Um,
and it has the physical attack to abuse it, I'm guessing.
yeah, it's got 115 attack and 105 105 special attack.
Does it get access to cheer up at all? Because if
I
it
think
did, then that would
so.
be pretty good on that thing. Because raising
It
attack and
doesn't.
special attack.
Nope, doesn't get it.
Unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
Gets Dragon Tail though, that move that makes you switch your
Yeah, it
opponent.
deals damage, but also like a
Mhm.
whirlwind, acts like whirlwind.
Mhm.
I think that attack could be quite dangerous actually, because if you consider having something quite fast wielding it, then it's going to constantly be outspeeding things and just hitting them away. It's almost like your opponent doesn't even get a chance to get anything in. So I'm not sure how that's going to work really.
But the thing is, it's got 90 accuracy, so
Yeah,
eventually
okay, yeah.
going to be missing.
It's also not like Whirlwind in the sense it's like a random poke. It goes to like the next poke in like the party order.
Oh, okay. I see. That's interesting.
So let's go on to the next one.
Okay.
We're taking too much
Mm-hmm.
time with these. I guess we'll go to Sazendora. That
Mm-hmm. The Dark
direct.
Dragon.
Yeah, I'm thinking that looks pretty
Looks
cool.
stupid.
Has it not got like
Digimon looking.
faces in its hand?
I know it's really dumb looking, but it's got great typing, especially for fourth gen Uber metagame. It'd be like the best typing for Ubers.
It would
But
as well, yeah. That is very true. Um, I mean, the Dark Dragon is very, very good for that, and it gets cheer up as well, and I think it has decent offensive stats in both. And I think its special attack is main feature because mainly in these sort of 600 base stat pokes, things like T-Tar and Metagross and that like Garchomp all have had higher attack than special attack. So this is kind of bucking that trend.
its stab combo isn't the greatest though. Dark and Dragon don't give you the best coverage, but it does get Earthquake, which makes up for it, kind
Hmm.
of.
And it has levitate, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
The thing I see wrong with it though is just that Rapushin's kind of it's going to be able to come in on probably most sets and take them out,
Hmm.
especially with an Iron Fist Mock Punch.
Definitely, that's going to be
Yeah.
threatening. The only thing that Rapushin really would fear would be a Draco Meteor, and I think a Specs Draco Meteor from that thing will hurt a lot, definitely.
Yeah,
So that's one thing it has to watch out for. I mean, at the beginning of like fourth gen, there were loads of Specs Menses around, but they didn't have. I mean, Draco Meteor from a Specs Mens was still scary, but this thing's gonna really be putting it down. So definitely gonna watch out for that. All right, should we go then to the next guy?
oh, what number are we on? I think we've covered everything but the moth, like in depth anyway.
Okay,
I think we got everything actually.
right.
So yeah, it didn't go in
Everything
order.
really, without getting to the
I'm not sure if that was
magnificent.
10 or not, but
That was 10.
I,
I think we need to talk about Onan Kusu or whatever though, the dragon
oh,
with one
that guy definitely,
attack and
yeah.
hold
yeah,
trigger.
I
Like
didn't
I
include that just because it felt implied, honestly.
yeah.
Well, yeah,
The
like
only
that's so obviously
fault
overpowered.
Yeah.
Now the real thing here is whether that's going to go to Ubers or not.
it's got to be Uber. It gets Dragon Dance too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
I think it's almost on par with Rayquaza, in a sense, in terms of that dragon dancing prowess.
It's attack with being able to have both Dragon type and then a Mold Breaker Earthquake. There's like not much that can take that.
Does it have Stab Earthquake or not? It's just pure dragon, isn't it? Though.
No, it's pure Dragon, but it
Mhm.
also being pure Dragon, it doesn't have a 4 times weakness.
Yeah,
so it's
that's another new thing, isn't it? The
it-
fact that it's pure dragon means like all the others had the 4 times weakness problem, but this thing can take hits at least.
and it's not weak to Stealth Rock either, like most of the dragons are.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's going to be an interesting one. Does it get access to Swords Dance at all, or is it just Dragon Dance? I mean, Dragon Dance in its own
It
right
has
is good.
Chance as well, according to Cerebi.
Really, Swords Dance as well. Yeah, that's going to be a interesting thing to deal with. Definitely, I've been seeing some people use it online, and it seems pretty broken. In fact, it has Outrage as well.
Its move pool just seems incredible. Just scrolling down here, it's got a lot of good, powerful moves from different typing.
Mm-hmm. Does it have fire, to deal out those steals? Fire blast, or not fire blast? I mean, like any decent physical fire.
That might be the one thing it's missing. Actually, is fire.
A physical fire move would do it well.
But with Mold
No.
Breaker Earthquake, it really doesn't matter.
That's true. That is true. Yeah.
This thing's uber, say about it. I mean, if its defense was a little lower, maybe Flygon, like Scar Flygon, can come in and 100% KO it, but I don't know.
It might be OU in a more powerful OU metagame because the metagame's just going to be turned on its head with every poke getting new abilities and like the 150 more. Like maybe Scarf Chomp can counter it if it turns OU or something, but
Yeah,
as far as comparing it to the current metagame, it's for sure Uber.
Definitely.
I would say its speed is its only weakness because 97 is just it's that number.
Yeah, it just doesn't hit the 100 base mark, which so many others do.
But with only the 1 time or 2 times weakness to anything, it should be able to get a Dragon Dance off and repair that.
I mean, it will definitely have a much easier time getting a Dragon Dance than, a Salamence or something else. Although Salamence did have Intimidate, but, it's all these things you got to kind of think about and trade off. But I don't know. I think it will be. I don't know what you think about how Smogon are going to test things. Personally, I think that they should have an open testing in terms of everything. I don't think they should have a ban list from the start because that's what caused lots of problems with tiering in last gen. I think.
Yeah, I think that's what they were going to do, actually. I was reading that on the forums. Abolishing all the tiers and coming up with them from scratch. It's a good idea because...
Exactly. It's a brand new metagame. Everything gets different abilities, all new pokes and stuff. I think it's a good time to clean the slate and, go from the start again. Although it may take some time and work, but, it'll all be sorted from usage and stuff on shoddy and crap, so...
Yeah. Uber, Polytoad, and Ninetales.
Yes. That's something I wanted to touch on as well. We touched on it last time, but weather effects in this gen, I think. Things like Kingdra are going to abuse the crap out of Rain Dance.
Well, considering that they were almost going to ban Damp Rock because, like, Rain was too powerful in the last gen, having a permanent, like, rain source on something that traditionally wasn't Uber gonna be insane.
And you've got the water boost as well, so things like for Alligator with Aqua Jet with the Encourage boost and everything and Life Orb. And I keep coming back for Alligator, I don't know why, it's one of my one of those pokes that I get drawn to. I'm not sure how Sun's gonna do in terms of competing with Rain for in terms of I think Rain probably may take over the top weather usage. Although
I like Sun just for the fact that all the fast sweepers, most of them carry sleep powder for their counters, which is always nice.
Right, yeah. And in Sun, you've got Charizard now, which has access to solar power, which, with the Sun giving the fire boost, with stab fire moves and solar power adding to that power, as well as you possibly running Life Orb on it, you could even run Bellizard as well. That would just be crazy, like absolutely mad.
Does solar power still sap HP though?
Yeah, it does sap HP.
Because with Life Orb, that sweep won't be lasting too long, especially after Stealth Rock.
And after a belly drum, so I mean, I don't think people will run much belly drum sets anymore. They'll probably just run standard Zard sets with solar power abuse, really.
I think Charizard will still be NU, as much as I want it to be OU. It'll probably still end up being.
And that's the thing, because if it doesn't cope with the mixing up of weather and stuff, then it's going to have a hard time, because it really does need that to do well, I think.
And on top of that, there's Sandstorm, which can come in on most sun teams and just delay their solar beams and be able to take them out.
Yeah, exactly. And Sandstorm gets the Sandstream Swift Swim, whatever thing. I can't remember what it's called. So
Sand Throw, I think it is.
Yeah. Anyone know who gets that ability?
I know the mole does. That's the one most people.
The mole. That's one we haven't talked about. The mole. I think because I've seen that in quite a few Wi-Fi battles. Do we want to have a look at that guy quickly?
All right. Well, the thing with it hits like 400 some speed in the sand with no EV investment, and then it has 110 HP, so it's pretty bulky, and has 130 attack with like a stab earthquake, which is pretty crazy.
Added to the fact it gets swords dance, which, when you have swords dance plus all that speed and stab earthquake, and bulk, it's definitely going to be causing some damage. And but the one really broken guy who we've talked about lots is Shandera the Candle.
That goes without saying.
That one.
Which I don't even think it would sicken me if that is placed in OU, because it's literally uncounterable unless you're bluffing.
It gets shadow tag, doesn't it? Too.
It gets shadow tag, which is why it's so broken. The point of it is to come in on some fighting move, a choice fighting move, presumably, that would be the best situation, and then they're screwed because they can't switch out. They're locked onto a fighting move. It won't do anything to you. You set up a sub, you set up 6 calm mines, you have 145 special attack, and you sweep them completely, and that is broken. I'm sorry, but
and it was shadow tag or something. Do you see that working at all? Just having it with its other abilities?
Yeah, that's what we talked about. Its other ability is Flash Fire, isn't it?
Yeah, Flash Power and Flame Body, I think.
And I think Flash Fire in itself is a pretty damn good ability, so...
Especially with all that special attack it has.
Exactly. It could even run... I'm not sure what its speed's like. It could run a Scarf set,
It's got speed.
Yeah, I mean, it could run a Scarf set and, do well, like, with just pumping off Fire Blasts. So... Yeah. I think that's quite cool, actually. And I think that that's probably all the major guys that we need to cover, really. Nothing else springs to mind, personally.
Not for me either.
No.
Covered just about all of it.
Yeah. So, yeah. I think that's a pretty good analysis right there, or, prediction, as it were. But I think we should probably end off here. So goodbye from all these people.
All right, see you.
See you later.
Bye, people.
And I'll be back with some other people, or maybe same people, sometime in the future with another. I can't speak. Another black and white discussion. Okay, time to end it. Goodbye.